Hello, my name is Christine O'Connor, and I am going to be doing a presentation on United Airlines and the social media fiasco that followed the violent ejection of a man from their flight in April 9th, 2007. United Airlines is a global airline. It is the third largest airline according to revenue and the fourth largest airline according to destinations served. Um, United has been struggling with a public image, one that does not cater to customer service. They logged 43% of total airline complaints in 2012 and faced scandal after their then CEO, Jeff Smizek, was accused of colluding with the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. In 2015, Oscar Munoz took over as CEO and began redirecting the image and the viability of customer service within that company and started to make good headways, increasing profits and serving to mitigate some of the customer service complaints that they had been having. In early of 2017, there was an incident involving a group of girls that were flying standby on a flight. According to standby code, the people, since they are flying as representatives of United, are supposed to dress accordingly and to dress well representing their company. Video was leaked showing them being forced to change their clothes into more appropriate wear and was viewed publicly as being sexist. Very recently, after this incident, and on April 9th of 2017, a flight was overbooked that was going from Chicago, Illinois to Louisville, Kentucky. 4 crew members needed to make that flight so that they could take a connecting flight and be crew members of that flight. If they didn't make that flight, then an entire plane would have been delayed in where they needed to go. The airline asked for 4 people to voluntarily give up their seats. Incentives were given for this to happen, and after the first round of incentives, the $400 vouchers, nobody took the incentives. The incentives were raised to $800 and nobody took the incentives. The airline followed policy and randomly selected 4 passengers to be evicted from the flight to make room for the subsequent crew members. One of these members was Dr. Dow. 3 people were ejected from the flight and he refused as he was a doctor who needed to get to a hospital to work the next day. Following airline policy, they called the police and the police forcefully and violently ejected him from the flight. He suffered a concussion, a broken nose, and 2 broken teeth that subsequently needed reconstructive surgery. Other passengers on this flight took video of this and put it on social media. The video went viral, and within a matter of hours, United's reputation was tarnished, and consequently, the profits of the company went down immeasurably in the next couple of days after that. The video was all over Twitter, Facebook, and any other social media where people might be able to get a hold of it. Customers were publicly shown cutting up their company credit cards, and many people vowed never to fly with the airline again. Initially, the CEO, Oscar Munoz, acknowledged that the situation was unfortunate, but continued to state that the airline had followed policy and had said that the passenger was being combative. This didn't bode well with members of the social media, and they felt that he was dismissing the violence and the consequences of what had happened to this passenger. Market share dropped for United immediately following this, and they lost $1 billion of market value within 2 days of this video being released. So the consequences were very dire, and it just goes to show just how incredibly quickly social media can take and change the reputation of a company. Subsequently, a document was released showing it was an internal memo showing how he felt that he still supported his staff and he supported the way that they had followed policy. Only after several days did he issue a formal apology and went on to make sure that the formal apology was issued to Dr. Dow and his family. Social media has an incredible power to go viral, has an incredible power for people to make quick decisions. Fortunately for United, the consequences of this did not last very long, as they still had second quarter increases in their revenue and income, and their stocks increased despite the maelstrom of social media negativity that they experienced. So with that being said, it's a very good lesson for how important and how critical it is for upper members of a company, the CEO and chief financial officers, to respond immediately and appropriately for a situation. The way that Oscar Munoz dealt with it further fueled the fire that people had been throwing onto their company. And since then, United's reputation has suffered immeasurably from this incident. So this is my take on the effects of media and its effect on a business in crisis. Thank you very much.